Wrestling in terms of physical activity is as hard as anything you'll ever do. So you go 2 hours, a day doing that stuff to avoid the humiliation or to get the, the great joy of winning a match. A one-on-one, hands-on situation is really unique in sports, and you won't find that in just about anything else. It's an individual sport, and losing at the hand with no equipment, with no excuses, at the hands of another person, and walking off the mat and having to look at your mom in the eyes and look at your teammates, especially if you're a proud young man, is I think the hardest thing in sports. Coaching teenage boys, in particular, I don't know anything about coaching teenage girls, but when you give kids a place where they feel empowered and like they belong as teenagers, I think that's really important. I spent a lot of time trying to create that feeling of family away from home, and a place where you're going to be loved and you're expected to be successful, and all these things I think kind of culminate in that feeling of I'm important and I have meaning. If we can build a trusting relationship when they're young, and they know that we'll do whatever we can do for them, then we can get into the emotional side and coaching them as young men rather than just wrestlers. And our staff has been really good at talking to each other about, you take this guy, I'll take this guy, and keeping perspective on, the Weldon Rogers are out there. We just got to keep looking for them, and every year we find 8 or 10 kids that we know are going to be with us for the next 4 years, and those are our guys at the end of their freshman year. And we just put everything we can into those guys. I don't believe in the whole, if you're going to be a good coach and you want to be the person that I want to be for the kids, you can't go home and say, don't call me here. Motivating factors were into getting into coaching were my high school coaches, who kind of really taught me about unconditional love from people who you're not blood related to. And I had never had that before. And I credit them with really saving my life and really keeping me going in a direction toward college. And, like I said, saving me from potentially some really bad things. I don't think that's the goal. I mean, I don't want to seem overly shallow, but the goal is to win wrestling matches, And then that's not true. The goal is to develop the best young men we can develop through the sport and the discipline of wrestling. And those other things are side benefits.